In politics, in Neil Detroit's mayoral campaign, incumbent Thomas Crawford appears to be on a slippery slide toward extinction, as witnessed by his increasingly dismal showings in public opinion polls.
In public health news, the staff of a local video game publisher all down for the count after ordering pizza that was highly contaminated with some type of substance.
Oh, I hope it was Titus Interactive.
RoboCop, we got a break. That wise guy next left a message on his cell phone. The next brain drain delivery is at the old cathedral. Get over there and check things out. And hey, be careful.
I meant to say that, the Titus Interactive all came down with food poisoning. That was the joke. This animation's a goddamn joke. Look at his hand holding the pistol. Rewind and look at it. In case you hadn't noticed it before, I'm just noticing it now for the first time. Oh, we closed the next William case. Cool. Was apprehended in the Dime Company warehouse while ambushing a policeman. More like a police robot, because that was us. There should be like a special punishment for trying to ambush RoboCop, don't you think? Just maybe not like a lesser penalty even, because it's just so futile. And there's gotta be something wrong with you if you think you can take on fucking RoboCop. This doesn't help anything. I get it, it's Directive 4 where you can't look at the employees, you can't apprehend employees of the company, which I can't even remember the name of right now, so that's OCP. And this guy's still missing, I suppose. Okay. So let's go to, I forgot there's the evidence screen. Get it, guys? Drugs are bad. That's the message of this game. Oh no! Are you telling me the bad guy has ties to OCP? What? OCP having secretly evil employees? What is this, a RoboCop video game? The joke is that OCP in the movies always has bad seed employees. That OCP is supposed to be like a good company, but the people who work for it are bad, generally speaking, and that is what drives the plot of all the RoboCop movies. As well as this game, apparently. We're going to a cathedral for some reason, which... Now, they said that the next shipment of drugs would be, of brain drain would be arriving at this cathedral, which begs the question of why. Because, according to this picture, the cathedral is just on this completely remote fucking island. Why? What does that help? What does putting the drugs there help with? What does that accomplish? Because then you're just going to have to get the drugs off the cathedral and into the cities. So why not just take them to the cities in the first place? Cut out that middleman. I would think. I don't know. I'm not an expert drug smuggler, as you may have hopefully gathered. As I'm hoping you don't assume I am. This should be a change of pace, though. I certainly hope it is. Oh, there's not even that many secondary objectives, so hopefully this is a more straightforward level.
Ammunition.
I say that, and then this looks like a fucking maze. Oh, luckily, only one door is actually going to open.
What's up? It's RoboCop!
Thank you for your cooperation.
There's no sub-objective for capturing the criminals, for like arresting a certain amount. So, hopefully, I'll take it to mean I can just execute motherfuckers. You know what I'm also noticing? They didn't give us that ammo at the beginning of the level like they usually do. So we're almost already out of that ammo. What's this? This is the rocket launcher I think we picked up earlier. Oh, we have plenty of chain gun handgun chain? Chain gun hand ammo, that would be the appropriate term. Hello! Now that's interesting. That's genuinely interesting. We have some cloaked enemies here. I'm thinking of the invisible pinky demons from Doom. Except these guys have sniper rifles. And appear to be robots. If I'm not mistaken. We'll get up close and personal with one of them. I bet this is a secret. This looks like a secret. This looks like I stumbled upon a secret. Holy Christ, can you make this staircase any longer? Thank you. Oh, and I'm gonna jump off the side, and I bet I'm just going to explode on impact. I'd almost be disappointed if we didn't just explode on impact with the ground, if we didn't take fall damage. We are rewarded with an invisible wall. Oh, I see, there's a hole in the ground. I'm lucky I didn't fall down that. But there's goodies up here, there's an incentive to come up here, even if it seems totally optional. And you know what? I want to see if I can't take out that guy on the ground first. Did I? Who's to say? No way of telling. It's weird that they would have this view up here because it sort of reveals that there's nothing to this level outside of where we are standing right now in the ground over here. Which I'm just going to drop down, by the way. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I see. Okay. Alright. I'm picking up what the game's laying down. Okay, so no damage, no fall damage. RoboCop is made of sturdy stuff. And opening that, or flipping that switch opened up something or other, I think? Was this the way, is this where we started the level? I believe it is. So, hopefully that will reveal itself in time, that switch, what that actually opens. Or maybe we won't even find it, maybe we won't notice it. I'm just glad these sniper robots don't explode, because that would just be another unnecessary, fucking tedious thing we have to deal with in this tedious fucking game. I wonder why this door isn't open. Maybe if we light this up, that'll open up the door. It's like a survival horror puzzle solution right there. Well, you need to turn on both the candles, otherwise the door just won't open. I mean, it's just common logic.
Ammunition.
This is certainly some scenery. This is certainly a model. Oh, chrome textures. You don't see them too often in games anymore. I guess developers realized, oh god, these are tacky. Oh, we probably shouldn't use these. People are probably going to expect to see like proper reflections at some point. Which we don't see here, despite it being a reflective surface. I think I killed every enemy here, in this room, right?
Ammunition.
What are we missing? Oh, probably one of these doors. Is this the secret I discovered, the quote-unquote secret? Did I show this off yet? I think I meant to show this off in the first video, then never actually got to show it off. And I'm just remembering it now. We have an alternate vision mode, which is almost completely useless. This is supposed to be like a thermal view, so that enemies show up as red hot. But as you can tell, it also dramatically reduces our vision, our view distance, to the point where we can't really see more than a foot in front of us. Which we also can't see the enemies more than a foot in front of us, which makes the whole thing kind of completely useless. I'm going around in a circle at this point. We're back at the beginning. That switch is clearly integral to something. I'm beginning to think that top area wasn't optional. That's actually mandatory, that flipping the switch is required. Maybe there's a door on a time limit or something. Can we escape the map? Can we walk up this? Nope, our walk speed isn't quite quick enough. No, not gonna work. If we had a sprint key, if we had a jump key, I'm sure I could manage something to get outside the map. Without that, we're stuck here. I don't know what the game wants me to do here. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'll try flipping that switch again. Since that's the only thing I can think to do right now. Which means walking up this fucking staircase. This spiral staircase. Nothing to see up here. Let's hold on. An alternate walkway. I wonder if this will lead us somewhere interesting? Probably not. Oh, hello there. Does this actually reveal anything? Why isn't there a cutscene to show what we just opened up? We had some of those in the earlier levels, but not here. I want to land on top of the statue. Oh, that was close. Did you hear that unenthusiastic thud they recorded? Just poop, pump, whatever. You're only like a 500-ton fucking robot. Here we go.
Alex, pick up the phone. This is really UCD. I want to see you and DeMarco in my office tonight. We got a situation on our hands.
That is the nerdiest voice for a criminal mastermind. What exactly is going on here? I knew there was a switch in the ground. I stepped on it, shot it a few times. Statue spinned around. Did that change the room we're in? Are we gonna leave here and it's gonna be a complete different?
Citizens like you make my job worthwhile.
Okay, so it spawned a dude or two. What did that really accomplish there? Did it open up this door? Did it do anything else anywhere else in the map? This door is still closed shut. Yeah, still closed shut.
Ammunition.
Maybe up here, maybe something to do. Ah, yes. The statue turn the floor in front of the statue to turn over New Leaf. That's what this game's all about.
Burn them down!
Oh, how I wish these checkpoints were actually checkpoints. Especially since... Nope, explosives don't want to be... No, okay.
But I ain't talking.
Okay. Well, that was some complete fucking bullshit. Which, honestly, seems to be the theme of this game. Which is why I am ending this LP. Yep, that's right, folks. I'm giving up on this. This game is really bad, like all the games I LP happen to be. But there's just not much to say about this besides the fact that it's just frustrating. It's bad. It's frustrating. How many people do we kill out of curiosity? 41%, I think. Is that efficiency meaning how many people we actually killed? And oh, fuck that. Look at that. Primary objectives. Leave the maze. This is going to be a maze. This level's going to become a fucking maze. I am not dealing with that. I'm not playing that. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. No thank you. This game is the worst kind of bad, where it's just boring bad, where you can't say funny things about it, playing it with friends isn't going to help anything. It's just a bad game made by bad people with really no redeeming features. Not even anything novel or interesting it tries to do, aside from the fact that it's, trying to make a RoboCop game, I guess. There's some novelty to that. But I think that's sort of expired after the first 2 episodes or so. Especially considering it does so little with the fact that you're fucking RoboCop. There's barely any homage or references to the actual movies, to any of the other RoboCop media. It's just having it in the title is an excuse to sell copies, is a way to attach a name to it, to make it more than just generic first-person shooter without jumping, where you play as a robot. But that's what Titus did. That's what... I didn't mean to restart the level. I actually meant to go back to the main menu. Because if I'm gonna give my closing speech, which is what I'm doing right now, I'm committed to this. This is done. I want to do it over the credits, as is my tradition. So that's the Titus Interactive. That's what they did. That is their history. They take these, what would be otherwise completely uninteresting bad games, forgettable, except for the fact that they're awful, I guess, but just really uninteresting games, with no novel concept, with nothing interesting to them, and they put the names, the big names, they get the licenses, they got RoboCop, Superman, a Xena Warrior Princess, that's right, they made that Xena Warrior Princess game, for all 2 of you who remember that. And they tried to sell the games based on that alone. Which, you can't blame them for trying to make a buck. You can blame them for not really having much skill when it comes to game design. And they're dead. I mean, Titus Interactive went away. Look at all these screenshots, by the way. I feel like we've seen most of this stuff. Look, this looks like the cathedral that we were just in. Except we didn't fight that enemy before. He's probably a boss. He probably has explosive weapons. He probably has a one-hit kill on us. That's probably the worst part about this game. Ways to improve this game. Maybe making explosions not one-hit kills. Would go a very long way. I believe most, if not all, of our deaths were explosion-related. Except for, like, the first one in the first level. That, I can still blame that on an explosion, because an explosion lowered our health pretty significantly there. But increased move speed, jumping, and increased control, really, would go another very long way. That would still leave you with a pretty bare-bones, no-frills FPS, but you could do worse than that. How about making more of the RoboCop license? How about that, huh? How about more nods to the movies, like I said earlier? How about, instead of just randomly spouting like a folder full of dot waves of RoboCop just getting off on killing, how about like having scripted dialogue where he reaches certain points in the level and quips about the level, a la, I hate to even make the comparison, but Duke Nukem. Not like Duke Nukem is some fucking pinnacle of game design for doing that, mind you. But yeah, there were things that could have been done that in the hands of competent, even just half-competent developers, this game could have been still forgettable, but at least not terrible, which is what this game is. And I'm not playing any more of it, because I'm convinced we've seen all there is to be seen, and I don't think I can make this funny. I don't think I can make this any funnier than it already is or isn't. We're going to move on to the next game after this. What will it be? Tune in next time to find out, I guess. Or, hopefully, it'll be something more interesting than this. Hopefully, it'll be something we can see through to completion. I don't want to just cut all of these off prematurely, but fuck, I got to for this one. I can't go on with this. I can't go on with these lack of checkpoints. That's another thing they need to fix. Having actual checkpoints. That's another improvement they can make. Having the checkpoints actually be checkpoints instead of starting you back at the beginning of the level. That would be fucking much appreciated. But it's a little late for that now, isn't it? But yes, hope to not make a habit of this, but fuck this game. Don't play this game. Do not play this game. Not even once.